Hey guys, what's going on? It's EgoSumnox here with a killing Glacor guide cheaply and effectively. Alright, so for this guide, you will need to have completed Ritual of the Maharit, which is a Grandmaster quest in order to fight the Glacors, which are level 475 ice monsters. The stats you will be wanting to maximize here are magic attack, prayer bonus, and magic damage. So I choose to kill these using the bolt spells with chaos gauntlets, as it's a very cheap way to get good hits. I also like to maximize prayer bonus by using Dagonhai robes, though accuracy robes are also a good alternative. I definitely recommend using the Staff of Light instead of chaotic, because the rune saving ability has a 1/8 chance of using no runes for the cast. Arcane Stream Necklace is an awesome thing to have. If not, another Amulet of Magic will work fine. Illuminated Book of Balance or Zami Book, or any of the God books, honestly, would work fine. I chose Book of Balance just because it has that's actually the one I had. Gives +4 magic attack and +8 prayer bonus. It's very important to have Illuminated because of the hefty prayer bonus. It's a reward from one piercing note. So yeah, for the headgear, I chose the Bandos Mitra. I don't even know how the hell you say that. But instead of the Dagonhai hat, because it actually gives a larger prayer bonus and the same magical accuracy. So, and it's also like half the price, if not more. Ardoin Cloak is good because it has the magic attack and the magic defense, which doesn't help that much, and then the prayer bonus, so it gives you the best of both. You can also try just a God Cloak or just a like Soul Wars cape. And boots, you can use anything from Mystic to Ragefire or Infinity. Ring is not all that important. I just choose Ring of Wealth because it makes me feel better when I get my drops. Alright, for your inventory, you will need about 8 Prayer Potion 4s. That's a good amount for one trip, as well as a Bunyip. I usually have my trips just last the length of one Bunyip pouch. I bring just a full inventory of Monkfish, and I just use this because it's a cheap thing. You shouldn't take too much damage, and if you do, either your Bunyip or an enhanced Excalibur should heal for most of it. Vecna Skull is nice for the infinite magic boosts, and then it's just one-time cost for all this magic boost, and then runes for Firebolt. Glacors are weak to fire spells, so if you would like to try a more expensive one, go right ahead. You can also try, ideally, you could use things like Virtus for the magic attack, but I like balancing it with the prayer bonus to save money. Alright, and to get to Glacors, you will need to run to the closest fairy ring, and to teleport to Xanaris, where you can use the fairy rings and teleport straight to the Glacor cave. The code is DKQ if you haven't already unlocked it, and then you can just teleport. There are very few people here now, and since the effigy nerf, and what you saw just there was once you enter the area, you get I think a 6% damage boost, so it becomes very helpful. Alright, so this rock right here is where I generally tend to camp, just because it's easy to take on the minions, and I will show you starting of a kill. Alright, you will always want to be on your prayer tab. First, make sure you have your spell activated, and then you can attack the Glacor. Depending on what type of attack he launches, it depends on what you will want to use as your protection. This little blue orb that he's firing, that's signaling a magic attack, so I just want to keep magic. It can still hit through your magic, but not nearly as much as you could without it. Alright, so once he gets down to half health, he'll summon his 3 minions. You'll want to attack the Enduring, and then lure him, and then trap them behind the rocks. You'll then protect from melee, switch to the Staff of Light's attack style, or you can just bring another weapon entirely for this. Alright, so the order you want to kill them is very important. I choose to kill Sappings first, then Enduring, and then Unstable. I'll explain why. Sapping drains your prayer, so that's obviously the first thing you want to take out. Then it comes down to unstable and enduring. I obviously choose enduring because the last Glacier Glacite that you kill, the main Glacier inherits that effect. So you want to take out make sure you take out the weakest thing last. And because of this, it's very important to turn auto retaliate off. I cannot stretch this enough because you may accidentally kill this before this, and then if you kill this last, it'll actually make this Glacier 60% more resilient to attacks. In order to hit good on this, you would like to lure it as far away from the main Glacier as you can. But you cannot run too far away from it, or it will just go straight back to the Glacier and become unaggressive once more. These things, they blow up after the top HP bar. Alright, so you'll want to turn that off. Turn your spell back on. Run back out. I always protect from range first, just because I have a lower defense against that. Alright, you see the top HP bar? Whenever it becomes full, that will actually damage the Glacier. And this is generally the time when I would like to use my Vecna Skull, because I can hit higher and get the kill. It's very important you switch attacks because that is one of the only ways. Anyway, and after its healing cycle, it will heal itself, but don't worry, it takes maybe like one cycle and then it'll die since you're using a lower and cheaper spell. I like using these cheaper spells and cheaper method. It's not the maximum number of kills per hour, but I do find that it's nicer, just because I can get guaranteed profit. Some drops include the boots, the Ragefire, Steadfast and Glaven, and also the Shards of Armadyl, those are like the most important drops. Okay. So yes. Alright, so using this method to kill Glaciers yields around 30 kills per hour at high efficiency. It's obviously not as high as like the maximum around 60, I believe, but it still becomes very nice. And good kills. Alright, I'll just pause until I can show you one of its special attacks. Alright, an attack like this, that is its special attack. It uses it, whenever it uses it, it will hit you through your prayers regardless of which one you have active, and the only way to avoid it is actually simply by just clicking away from the spot where you are currently standing. And you may be wondering how I know when to switch prayers. As you see, he keeps firing from this one arm. That means it's a range, but as he fired from the left, you switch over to the magic prayer, and then you can easily just avoid it. You may not have to know which one it signifies which, but just look for the change. Whenever you find the change, you just know you just have to swap to the other type of prayer, and it becomes very nice and helpful. See, this is the part of the kills that can become annoying if you don't hit high enough and more accurate enough, because he will heal himself. But yes, as you see there, I got the kill, and these are actually amazing droppers of crimson and blue charms, and they drop them in quantities of 3, which is extremely nice, as you can get since you get approximately 40% of the kills yield crimson and 40% yield blue. I believe that is about 36 crimson and blue charms each per hour. That's assuming you're only using this cheap setup, and if you use a more expensive setup, you can actually earn much more than that. Alright guys, well that's it for this video. I hope you found this interesting as a profitable way to make money using magic, and as also with the hopes of getting Armadyl Battle Staff or some of the boot drops. So yes, even poor players can kill Glacors. It's not just for the rich people, and hope you have fun trying it out on your own. See you guys.